I don't see why you won't read me the letter, Robbie. For the life of me, I don't see why.
Well, look, Jimmy.
When Elizabeth writes you a letter after such a long time, it must be important.
Well, Jimmy, it is important, but...
But nothing. There's no buts about it. It probably concerns me just as much as it does you. And I can't understand why you won't read it.
Well, it does concern you, Jimmy, but that's why.
That's why you ain't gonna read it to me. That certainly is a funny reason. Because it concerns me, you ain't gonna read it to me.
Well, no, Jimmy. Look, it's so dark along this road that I can't see to read it.
It wasn't dark when you got the letter. It wasn't dark then.
No, it wasn't dark then, but...
Hey, we've been driving for more than 200 miles. We've been driving for 7 hours. I've been arguing every foot of the way. I've been pleading. I've been begging. I've done everything but get down on my knees to you. Look, do you want me to get down on my knees to you?
No, Jimmy, I don't want you to do that.
Well, then read me the letter.
I told you, Jimmy, it's too dark to read the letter.
All right, it's too dark. Then just tell me what's in the letter.
Now, look, Jimmy, it's for your own sake. Look, it's hot and dusty and dark. And besides, well, you'll get mad so easy.
So that's it. So that's the kind of a letter it is. One of them insulting kind.
No, Jimmy, it ain't that kind.
All right, then what kind is it? Come on. What kind is it? What does she say?
Well, she says she thinks we either ought to make some money or come on back to Elizabeth.
We either ought to what or which?
Make some money or come on back to Elizabeth.
Well, of all the... Well, and for 7 hours I've been arguing with you to tell me that insult. For 200 miles.
Listen, Jimmy, I told you you'd get mad.
Does she know that we worked in the St. Louis Zoo? No.
No, but...
Does she know that you got that $500 and lost it? No.
No, Jimmy.
And does she know that you won $40 from Charlie Schellenberger pitching horseshoes? No.
Well, Jimmy, it looks like the no's have it.
Come back to Elizabeth.
You see? You're all hot and bothered again.
Well...
And look, you got so excited you drove off the main road.
Huh? What?
Well, take a look around and see what.
Ain't this Highway 66? Ain't this the road to Amarillo, Texas?
No, it ain't the road to Amarillo, Texas.
Well, then where are we?
Looks to me like we're right plumb in the middle of no place at all.
Well, ain't that funny?
There's nothing funny about it.
We ain't past the signpost in miles.
Yeah, and it don't look like we're going to pass one for lots of more miles.
You'd think we'd at least meet a cow puncher or something.
Listen, Jimmy, on this road we'd be lucky if we even meet a cow. You know what this is?
Well, sure, it's a prairie or something.
This is the famous panhandle country of Texas.
Yeah, I suppose that makes us a couple of panhandlers.
No, serious, Jimmy. This is where a lot of big outlaws and stick-up guys used to play around in the old days.
Well, all I get to say, Robbie, is they certainly picked a funny place to play around in.
Yeah, but there was tough mugs. They didn't mind the dark.
Plain to say that. Certainly is plain to say that.
They certainly didn't bother putting in any lighting systems.
At that, Robbie, I think I'd welcome running into a stick-up guy at this moment.
Yeah, he could at least tell us where we're going.
And Miss Elizabeth Cross wants us to make some more money.
Now, don't start that all over again.
Maybe we could put up a hotel here or something. This would be a swell spot for a summer resort for stick-up men and outlaws.
Well, somebody must travel along here, Jimmy. Look, they got a railroad.
You mean they got a railroad track? We ain't seen a train for hours.
Well, at least the track must lead to someplace.
What's that?
The car stopped.
Yeah, and what's more, I think I know what's the trouble.
I think that what you're thinking is right. No gas.
So what?
So you should ought to stop at that gas station 40 miles back instead of arguing about Elizabeth's letter.
There you go. I'm to blame. As usual, I'm to blame.
All right, if it pleases you, you ain't to blame. And after that, what? We're in the middle of the panhandle country of Texas in an automobile without any gas. And there you are.
You mean, and there we are. Oh. I wonder where Oswald is.
Good old Oswald.
Yeah, good old Oswald. He could probably walk that 40 miles for more gas.
Listen, Jimmy, if we had Oswald here, we probably wouldn't be out of gas. And cold and hungry and...
Well, maybe I can help you.
You certainly can, mister. If you'll tell us where we can get some gasoline to get this heap started.
Well, I'm Two-Gun Bill Johnson.
See, Jimmy, he's one of them two-gun guys.
Keep quiet, will you? Keep quiet.
I got a dude ranch up the road a pace.
How far?
Just a pace, about 15 miles.
Look, he calls 15 miles just a pace.
Well, remember, Jimmy, this is the wide open spaces, where a pace is a pace and no fooling.
Well, mister, have you got any idea How we can get this puddle jumper of ours 15 miles without gasoline?
Well, I think maybe we can take care of that.
And I think maybe we'd be very much obliged if you could.
We certainly would, mister.
We certainly would.
Just step aside a moment.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna rope and hog-tie that critter.
He's going to lasso the car.
Well, for the love of Mike, did you see that? He roped the car.
Now, you climb in and keep that pesky thing in the road, and we'll be on our way.
Boy, is that guy a pal, or is he a pal?
He certainly is a pal.
Are you ready?
Let her go.
You know, Jimmy, this car of ours has certainly had a lot of experiences, but this is the first time she's ever been roped and hog-tied.
Well, maybe it'll teach her a lesson not to run out of gasoline.
Hey, mister, where did you say this here dude ranch of yours is located?
Good night.
Now, listen. Robbie here says, where is your ranch at?
Good night.
Look, Jimmy, maybe this guy is crazy or something. You ask him where his ranch is, and he says good night. That'll make no sense.
Wait a minute. I'll ask him again. Mister, maybe you didn't understand. Robbie wanted to know...
And I told him that the Dude Ranch is near the town of Good Night, Texas.
Oh, the town is good night.
I suppose good night is a couple of miles from how do you do or something.
Hey, look, how's chances for getting a job at this here Dude Ranch?
Well, it might be pretty good. Do you punch cows?
Listen, Mr. Two-Gun, I never punched a defenseless animal in my life.
Robbie, will you behave? Don't mind him, Mr. Two-Gun. He's always clowning.
Oh, you're a couple of actors.
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, I might be able to use a couple of actors.
Well, now, wait a minute. We have been on the stage.
What do you want with actors around a Dude Ranch?
Well, you see, this part of the country has sort of run out of bad men in the last few years. And I like to have a couple of them around the place for atmosphere.
Well, what happened to your last bad men?
Well, they weren't tough enough. We had a lot of guests from New York who run them off the ranch.
Well, what do you have to do to hold down these badman jobs?
Oh, just stand around and look tough. Spin a couple of wild and woolly yarns once in a while to keep the customers interested.
Where did you say these customers, these dudes of yours, come from?
Oh, they come from the big cities, Boston, Philadelphia, Newport. Mostly society people.
And they don't know anything about the West?
Not a thing.
And how much does this job pay?
$5 a day and grub.
For standing around looking tough and spinning badman yarns for a lot of dudes?
Exactly. Would you like the job?
Now, Bobby, how would this fit in with the morality clause, Bobby? With the morality clause?
Perfectly.
Mr. Two-Gun Johnson, allow me to present my pal, Arizona Bob Armstrong. He's so tough he sticks up a railroad train every morning before breakfast, just to keep in practice.
And allow me to present Oklahoma Jim Gleason. He's got more notches in his gun than a pineapple has bumps.
Yeah, glad to meet you, gentlemen.
The pleasure is all yours.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.